Guys, if you want to see how I made this, you're going to want to watch this video until the end, because it gets messy and it gets I Love Lucy funny. Hi guys, welcome back, or to the channel, as Corey would say. So we're in the middle of COVID, as everyone knows, and I've been home since end of March. It hasn't been too bad. I mean, you know, boredom is definitely setting in. We had the camper, which was great. That's what's been keeping me busy, because frankly, I just don't feel like cleaning the house every single day. I'm bored as heck. It's raining out right now. Corey's working from home, so he's like, from this 8-hour period during the day, he's not available to do anything. It's pouring rain for the next week. We finished the inside and we're starting to work on the outside, and we'll have a video up for you for the actual inside reveal, because it turned out super sweet, I think. Anyway, we're really happy with it. But now that we're done the inside and it's raining, I have nothing to do, and I can only clean so much. And I don't know about you guys, but social media, I'm just sitting and scrolling through for hours. So generally I like to cook, but being off, I just haven't found so much interest lately in cooking. I mean, I'm doing it, but I'm not really interested in it. So I was going across social media this morning and I found a recipe that kind of piqued my interest, and I've got nothing better to do today but wait for Corey to get off work and the rest of the people that live here. My son, oh, there he is. Oh, he's supposed to be working.
Hi guys.
You're supposed to be working.
Just had to pop in. COVID-19. She's
Stuck
bored.
at home, just like everybody else.
As she just said, inside the camper just about done. Outside next.
Yes, we started working on it. But we'll do a video and show you the inside, because you're gonna love it. Well, we do.
I gotta get back to work, guys. Bye. Check her out.
Well, I don't know. You may be interested in not. I don't know. I just thought, I'm bored. Maybe you're bored. So this particular recipe sounded pretty good. Might take up a little of my time today, and hopefully it tastes really good, but it looks good. But I'm gonna do a few substitutions. So when I purchase stuff, I go to Costco lots of times and do in bulk. So I bought the big case of frozen chicken breast. So it called for chicken breast. Luckily, I have chicken breast. So I just defrosted them, and they are here. Also called for bacon, which I also got at Costco, and it's in the fridge. Calls for spinach, bacon, onion, ham, and Swiss cheese. Now, I love all cheeses, but Swiss is not my favorite. So I'm going to substitute with what I have on hand, which is nacho cheese, and it's awesome. And I also have some salami. Then it had a sauce, which sounded really, really good, but I don't have all the stuff. So what I'm going to do instead, have you ever been to Japanese restaurants? Japanese restaurants are great. And it's not necessarily the meat that you get there or the veggies you get. It's all about the sauce. So I found a sauce online that copies a Japanese restaurant here in Vancouver Island. And it is sesame sauce. It is awesome. And it's like Frank's hot sauce. You put that shit on everything. At least the guys do. And I quite like it too. So I figured that'll go really good in a salad. So come along with me and we'll see. We'll try out one of these online ones that they say is so simple. Let's see how simple. And you also have to remember, I'm efficient, but I'm very messy. I'm messy. I clean up my messes, but you should have seen this painting. I was a mess. So this is going to require me to roll chicken into eggs and breadcrumbs, which I've done before, but it could get a little messy, so stay tuned. Okay, so the first step for this recipe, and let me just warn you, I'm not really good at following recipes. I mean, I'll get the gist, but I generally alter stuff, as most people do, which can run you into a little bit of trouble, simply because if you want to make it again, you better write down what it is you altered, or it just doesn't always work out the same. It tastes a little different every time, maybe, but you get the gist. So the first thing that we have to do is pound out chicken. This is where it can be kind of messy, and they suggest that you take saran wrap and stick it in saran wrap, but I think I'm pretty messy already, so I'm gonna use a baggie and pound these out really, really thin so that we can then move on to the next step. So just one sec, and I'll show you how that goes. So like I said, I'm gonna pound these all out. I actually am gonna look at the recipe again, because I just kind of read through it and seen a little blurb on it. I think it calls for like 4 chicken breasts, but I wanna make a big giant log, so I'm doing 5. So we'll see how that turns out. And you're just basically gonna smush it out like this, and as you can see, it's getting kind of messy. Thank God I did the bag, because I'd have this everywhere. And I will show you what the next step is in just a couple minutes. Okay, so the next step after we get these pounded out, which I've just completed, which is not too, it takes like 5 minutes. I'm gonna transfer that to some saran wrap. This is where I'm gonna get messy, and I'll show you what it looks like once I get all these pieces lined up and flat on here. And I'm thinking you're gonna need 2 rows of the saran wrap to get that all wrapped up. Okay, so when you watch the videos, it looks so easy. They just slap it all on there and it's all good. I'm not sure, I'll see how this goes, but essentially you're supposed to take your chicken breasts and lay them all together so that it almost forms like a sheet of chicken breasts. And once you pound them out, they kind of don't like to stay together too good, but we'll see how this works out. Because I'm supposed to be able to roll this one up. And they did 4 chicken breasts. Now I kind of get maybe why they did that. Maybe I should flip this guy this way. So this at some point is supposed to be a roll of chicken. And we'll see how that turns out somewhere down the line. It looks much easier in the video, I'm telling you. Wash your hands lots. It's chicken. Okay, so it's all pounded out. It doesn't look all pretty like the video, but I did only watch the video once, and, you know, I don't know. I mean, how difficult is it? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to taste good. So this is where you can actually season it. So you can use the seasonings that you choose, any ones you want. I'm just going to do salt and pepper because, frankly, with all the other stuff in here, I'd rather taste what's in here. So I'm just going to put some salt and pepper over top of this chicken and then go to the next step, which the next step is going to be frying up some bacon, some onions, and that spinach. And I'm thinking I'll probably put a little garlic in there because we're garlic fans and that's what we like. You put what you like on it. But I'm gonna season the chicken and then I'll get the frying pan ready for the guts that's gonna go in, and then I'll assemble it and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna heat up my skillet. Now I think I only watched the video once and I didn't really write down the recipe. I just got the gist of it because I really think you can alter it to whatever's in your fridge, which is great at this time because who wants to be running to the grocery store every day? Not me. So whatever's in your fridge is kind of what you can stuff this with. So I think I want to say it called for like 7 pieces of bacon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 pieces here and I'm using it all because what's not good with bacon? I mean, everything tastes better. And they, as I recall, they just chopped it up into little pieces and fried it in a frying pan and then added onions and spinach, which I have on hand. So we're going to do that. And also some cheese, and I'm not sure if I want to do ham or some salami because I have both. So kind of a choice. If I ask Corey, I'm not sure if he'll do salami because he just likes to eat that plain. So I don't know if he wants me to waste it on this chicken with all the rest of the stuff in it. So we're not going to ask him because I'm just going to decide. Maybe I will ask him. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to start with the bacon. I'm going to add the onions as that, when this crisps up and you get some of that grease, I'm going to add the onions until they're translucent, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then some spinach, wilt it down, and then we'll do the next step. I have my 7 pieces plus a couple, and my onions that I've kind of caramelized down. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of the spinach, which if you're not a spinach fan, don't add it, but I'm not a, like, in the can spinach, 2 cups-ish, you know, it wilts down. So I'm just going to wilt this down, and then I'm going to take the chicken out and lay some ham, some cheese, this, and then I'm gonna roll it up and I'll show you what that looks like. And then you have to refrigerate it for an hour before you can kind of roll it in the egg and the breadcrumbs, which I totally get because, oh my gosh, that's gonna be a little messy. So that's kind of what, this will wilt down really quickly. I suppose you could put, I don't know, broccoli in here maybe. Just cook it first and add little broccoli florets. That would probably be pretty good too, right? Broccoli and cheese chicken. But I don't mind the spinach. It doesn't have like a big flavor and it provides iron, which we all need. So stay tuned. So I pounded out the chicken probably ahead of time, seasoned it, chucked it in the refrigerator until I was ready to do this part. So this part's supposed to be easy and you can do anything you want with it. So all I'm gonna do is I have some ham that I got cut for lunch meat. So I am just gonna chuck some of this ham on here like so. And the bacon was kind of a mapley bacon, which is fine because the ham's kind of, if you smell it, it's a little bit sweeter. It's okay if it doesn't like cover all of it because really you're gonna roll it up and everyone's gonna get a piece of this anyway. So I'm gonna do this. And then it called for Swiss cheese. And like I said, I don't mind it, but I'm just not really a huge fan. And I really like this nacho cheese blend because it's got jack cheese and all kinds of stuff. And cheese makes everything better, and so does bacon. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna spread this all along the inside. And hopefully, pray for me that this all stays together. Because like I said, I am really messy. So we'll see how this all works out. But hopefully, is that enough cheese? What do you think? A little bit more? A little bit more. I mean, you never can have too much cheese, but okay, that should be good. Let's not overdo it. Now I'm gonna take the spinach and the bacon and onions that I just fried up and caramelized and chuck it in the middle, just a sec. So here's this mixture. Looks pretty tasty, smells pretty tasty. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just gonna spoon this right along the middle of this guy. So you get that ooey gooey, nummy stuff right here. Ooh, sorry guys, making a ton of noise, I'm sure. Put that there. And now the tricky part, which is probably not my forte, but we're gonna give it a try. Now I've got this on saran wrap, so it should technically all roll together all nice and neat. We'll see how that works out. But I'm gonna just do one of these guys and kind of, almost like you see them do at Subway. Just kind of do one of those. Okay, it's not as easy as it looks, but you know, it'll work. Or have you ever been to those burrito places where they stick all that stuff in the burritos and you're like, how the heck did they get that close? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's just hope this works out. I'm gonna roll it around from the back like so. Pull this piece over. Now I'm gonna bread this, so I know there's a seam there. Ooh, but that doesn't look bad. And I'm just gonna twist off the ends to try and tighten it up. And then I'm gonna chuck it in the fridge for like an hour to chill it so it's easier when I go to roll this sucker in breadcrumbs and eggs, because that's gonna be interesting. But there you go, chicken tube ready to go. So next part coming up, but I'll also teach you how to make the sauce. So here we go, in the fridge it's gonna go. Done. Okay, so the chicken's been in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. I'm not the most patient woman, I must admit. And it's, you know, it's all together. Let's hope when I unwrap this puppy that it actually stays. Now, it didn't seam at the back like it should, I don't think, but I'm gonna cover it in egg and in flour and breadcrumbs. So you flour, egg, breadcrumbs, eggs, breadcrumbs. Now, I added some Parmesan cheese to the breadcrumbs. This is just Italian breadcrumbs you can get at the bread section at your local grocery store. So I didn't add too much to it because there's so much inside, and I salt and peppered it, although I may salt and pepper the flour. That's probably not a bad idea. So I'm just gonna pepper the flour actually. Let's give this a little bit of flavor. Now it calls for 3 cups of flour, 8 eggs, and I can't remember how many cups of panko crumbs or breadcrumbs, whatever you've got, crush up crackers, whatever's in the pantry. It'll all work the same, really. So I'm just gonna attempt this. Okay, everybody pray just for a second. Oh, the sun's coming out. Nice. Let's hope this all stays in one round circle. And I'm just gonna pick it up. Ooh, that's easier said than done. Nope, I'm not gonna pick it up like that. I'm gonna roll this right into the flour like this, because that's probably gonna be our best option. So let me try that. That's not bad. Garbage is right here. Now, this is gonna get really gucky, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna hope this all, well, that makes it a little easier. So essentially you just roll it in flour, just our dredging station, because you've seen them before. And if I can remember what link it was called Tasty or something. And it just showed you a little video and gave you the ingredients. And like I said, I don't follow the recipe exactly by ingredients. So the only recipe I do follow by ingredients, by the way, is the sauce I'm gonna give you. Gosh, I hope this stays together. It's not looking hopeful, folks. It's not looking hopeful. I probably should have kept it in the fridge longer. That's probably why you do that. Oh my goodness, this is quite the job. Oh gosh, I don't know if this is gonna end up on video or not. Oh Lord, love a duck. It doesn't want to stay together. Oh, that's just not my happy place right there. Well, folks, this is They make it look so easy. Babe, it's not staying together.
What is going on here?
It's not staying together. Oh! Well, that didn't work out at all. Now I'm super disappointed. You realize that now, don't you? I'm super disappointed. That didn't work out.
Well, you have 3 pieces instead of 1 long piece. That's fine.
Pretty much. See, it's not like as easy as they show it on there. Yeah, but the problem is that I have to roll this sucker. Oh, it's not going to look pretty, but I'm sure it's going to taste pretty. Let me just try and shove it all in there. Oh, this is where the messy part comes in. I am technically supposed to roll this back in the egg, and I'm afraid.
I wouldn't roll it back in the egg. You're going to lose it.
I know, right?
You're going to lose it.
I think I am. I almost don't want to take it out of this pan, but it has to go on the pan. Well, the breadcrumbs, okay, it's going to... It looks still like a loaf, but it's kind of not all as it should be. So, see, it looks so easy. I think I didn't keep it in the fridge long enough because I'm impatient. So if they tell you keep in the fridge for an hour, keep it in the fridge for an hour. It wasn't chilled enough to stay together or not rolled tight enough, which there must be a trick. I'll probably get better at it if I try it again. It looks kind of like a roll.
This is keeping it real, guys. This is keeping it real. Hey, you know what?
This is those recipes. They look so easy. And it's not like I can't cook. I can cook. Well, it looks like a roll. I'm just not doing the egg mixture again. Maybe Sydney would like some eggs on his dog food today.
You know what, guys? Give her a thumbs up. Thumbs up for sure for the awesome effort. I still think it's going to taste good. It's going to be 3 pieces instead of 1.
No,
There's
I
nothing wrong
got
with
it all
that.
back into 1. I just need it to stay together for me to pick it up and stick it on that. Stick it on. This is the blooper cooking reel for sure. This is real life. That's what this is. This is impatience at its finest.
It looks like 1 piece now.
It kind of does, but we all know. I see cheese sticking out. Okay, it's going to taste marvelous.
I could have edited the video to where it looks like she picks it up and it ends up 1 piece.
Yeah.
That's just not the way we roll.
No. I really want to put it back in the egg, and I know I shouldn't. So
Don't
here's
do
my
it.
thought. Should I pour a little egg over it and then pour more breadcrumbs over? What do you guys think? I'm going to live dangerously. I have all this egg left. Look at my hands. I got to wash my hands, but I'm still playing. So I may need you, if you can just scooch out of work for 2 seconds. This is going to get messy now. I may need you to get those breadcrumbs. Oh, that might not have been the best idea.
No, it doesn't look like it. I would just leave it now.
Okay, no, I need more breadcrumbs. Can you just grab that thing of breadcrumbs for me?
Where are they?
Oh, good Lord. I did say I was messy. I warned you. This was the part I was a little bit worried. Okay.
I don't know there.
They're on that cover. Just gonna wash my hands. Because I have breaded more of my hands than I have of that damn chicken. And I'm serious, it's sticking to my hands really, really well. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not sticking to the chicken as much. What's up with that? This is life. This is life with me. I'm just gonna get a little bit more breadcrumbs. Pack it on there and try and, I don't know, try and pick it up without breaking it all into pieces. Oh, this is real life. See, you know what it is? It's not following the recipe. I should have just went with the 4 chicken breasts. You'd probably pick that up a lot easier. Okay, I'm gonna grab my breadcrumbs and just kind of where I probably shouldn't have put the egg. Just make sure it's covered so it's nice and covered. Telling you, this is gonna taste awesome though. It's gonna taste awesome. I have faith. I have faith. Okay. Good Lord. Okay. This is pretty typical. It'll taste good though. Never looks like the picture. I guess that's why you follow recipes. When it says leave it in the fridge, leave it in the damn fridge. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to pick this chicken log up. I think if I smush it together a little bit and try and, maybe if I get a spatula. Suggestions, anyone? I'm thinking spatula. I need a spatula. Okay. Let's, oh, that's gonna work a little bit better. Oh gosh, oh. Okay, so it doesn't look like a tube per se. Oh my, well, you know, we're gonna just make it look like it's supposed to look. Let's do that. Okay. It's pretty close. I have faith that everything will just meld together. It'll look beautiful. It'll taste good anyway. All right, cut until I put this sucker in the oven. I'll be back with some sauce that I do follow the recipe for, by the way, because you can't not follow the recipe and it's really good. Probably because I followed the recipe. All right, let's do something I know more about. So the chicken, I think, will turn out tasting really good. It's not gonna look as pretty as it should, and really, I think it's two things. I think one is patience. I should have waited a little bit longer, made sure it was chilled so it stayed together better. Two, I always go bigger. So it should have been smaller. I added another chicken and some more stuffing because, I don't know, bigger is better and I can't seem to make anything small. But this I know, and this is an awesome sauce. I'm telling you guys, if you have these things in your cupboard, try it. Your family will love it. So good on rice, pork, steak, veggies, like it's so good. So what you need is 3/4 a cup of soy sauce. Now you're supposed to use low sodium or Japanese soy sauce. My favorite is China Lily, but it's a little saltier and I prefer salt. So I do a half and half, a low sodium and then China Lily for the flavor. You also are going to need 1 cup of vegetable oil. Don't balk at the vegetable oil. I mean, Caesar salad has vegetable oil in it. Mayonnaise has vegetable oil in it. It's a great thickening agent and it works great. Half a cup of toasted sesames, and I just put it in this pan and toasted them up so they're nice and golden brown and they're really cheap to get at the grocery store. 1 egg yolk. Now, Corey does not like when I put an raw egg in it, but really it thickens it up, and what he doesn't know won't hurt him. I tell him it's not in there, but it's in there every time. A half a tablespoon of dry mustard, which is about 1.5 teaspoons of dried mustard, which you can get in your regular seasoning. 1 garlic clove. I'll probably do 2 because we like garlic. A half of an onion and a half a cup of whipped cream. That is it. You literally put it in your food processor, mix it up till it's nice and thick like a sauce, pour it over anything you want, and I'm telling you, they put it on everything. It never goes to waste. And here's how it goes. I'll show it. Shh, Corey just asked me if I'll put an egg in there. I said, no, don't tell him. I put it in every time. He doesn't know. I don't know what the big deal is. Yes, it's raw egg, but I mean, seriously, this stuff doesn't even sit out. It doesn't even last. It's gone in 2 days tops. Depending on what you cook, it's great on rice. Like really good on rice. I'm telling you, you gotta try it. Okay, so I just start off with the soy sauce, the half of onion or small onion, and 1 garlic clove. I put 2 in because I kind of like the garlic taste in there, and your toasted sesames. I blend that up first, and then I add everything else in. So let's get this blended. Okay, so blended those ingredients up, decided to go with the blender because, hey, it has a spout, so that's kind of smart. So now I'm just going to add the rest of the ingredients, which is going to be 1 egg yolk, 1.5 teaspoons of dry mustard, half a cup of whipping cream, and a cup of vegetable oil, and that is it. And I'm going to stick this in here, and then I'll let you see the finished product. So oil, I need half a cup of whipping cream, I need 1 egg yolk. Shh. 1 egg yolk. Really quickly here, which I will hopefully very carefully do without any egg shells, and we'll save that for Sydney's dinner. That's our guy. He'll like that. So this little puppy's gonna go in. Don't worry, my hands are definitely washed like 100 billion times because I do not naturally anyways, but now even more so. So what are we missing? Dry mustard. Dry mustard, definitely important. I mean, you don't use a ton of it, but it's definitely important. It gives it that little zing that you need. Kind of a little bit of a tang, I think. So it calls for 1.5 teaspoons. Teaspoon and a half. And you'll see how like thick and almost like a dressing, a Caesar dressing that you do up when it's nice and thick. And it pours over lovely, everything. So we've got everything in there. I'm just gonna put the lid on and I'm going to zap it up and then you're good to go. You can put it on whatever you like. Man, that smells good. Let's give Corey a taste, shall we? Put a little bit on a spoon. Babe, need your sauce.
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 Tastes like egg. I'm joking. It tastes awesome, guys. I love this sauce.
Okay, gonna check on this. Okay, everyone cross your fingers. We'll see how this turns out. And by the way, thanks for hanging out with me today and making my day not so darn boring. Oh, please. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, it has some leakage. Little leakage. But you know what? It's kind of log shaped. So here's my thought. Probably totally could have did this per chicken breast. Like rolled one at a time, did all the stuff, but just did it one at a time. So much easier. I think next time that's probably what I'll do. Okay, we had some leakage, so let's look at this time. Way better angle. Okay, so we've got our chicken roll. We have some rice that just finished steaming, and a salad and the sauce. So let's let this cool for a little bit, and then we're going to cut into it and talk Corey into the first bite. I think it's going to taste great. Okay, so it's out of the oven. We're going to give Corey a taste, see if he likes it. Doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look great. We'll probably try it with like just regular chicken breast, or, you know, leave it in the fridge. Got it. So we ended up with some little spillage of cheese, which I don't know, the cheese lovers out there. I personally would probably put that on my chicken and eat it, but that's just me. I'm a cheese lover. So let's chop into this and hope that most of the gut stayed inside, because that's the whole point of this whole deal, isn't it? And I don't think it makes a difference. It's an end cut. Oh yeah, that's a roll. I mean, technically, if you look in there, it's a roll. Everything's in there. So we're going to put it on a plate and have Corey take a taste and see what he thinks.
Straight.
Okay guys, finished product. Doesn't look too shabby. We got our sauce, yum yum, a salad, and our chicken, which may end up drowned in sauce. We're going to get Corey to give it a touch shot.
Hey guys, ignore the shirt. I'm off work now. This looks yummy. I gotta try it. Gotta try it, guys.
Well, it may have looked like a disaster, but I'm telling you, the ingredient, it just doesn't look as pretty as it should, but I'm sure it tastes really, really tasty fiddles.
So it looked like it was in 3 pieces. Now it's in 1. So let's give this a try. It looks good inside.
I really hope all the guts stayed in there. Or you got a piece with guts, because they're in there somewhere. Thoughts?
That is actually really, really good, guys.
You can't help
Really
it be
good.
bad. It's got bacon in it. And cheese.
Really good. Some of the sauce and some rice. That is so yummy. I love this sauce. I'm tempted to put some of the sauce on my chicken
I knew
because
you would.
I love the sauce. And we all know what salad tastes like. You guys, you know what? Real quick. If you like videos like that, like this, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Marcy and I will really, really, really appreciate it. And you know what? Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of the next video that we put out. Again, thank you from me.
Thanks for the company, guys.